We got the map back. Now we can sail to Blood Island.
Keep her on course for Blood Island. Van Helgen!
I'm doing all I can here! Haggis! Lend a hand! I'm barely holding on myself, mate! My God, this wind! She's the devil's own!
Whew. I guess I blacked out for a second. Where's Elaine?
She flew a wee bit into the woods when we crashed.
Then let's get going. We'll find her, then scour the island for the uncursed diamond ring that'll transform her back to normal.
Don't be thinking we will, lad.
What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean, Haggis?
This be a mutiny, Captain. We're leaving you.
Did I mention that I'm offering my crew a very attractive pension plan?
You did. And the stock options. But we're still leaving.
But why, Haggis? Why?
Well, I admit being your pirate crew's been a real pleasure. A real pleasure. But we've grown restless. We can hear the voice of the siren calling to us, and she says she'd be wanting us to do her hair.
You're going back to being barbers?
Aye. We'll be sailing back to Plunder Island just as soon as we can fix the ship. Good luck, Captain Driftwood. It were a pleasure to be looting with you.
I guess I'm on my own again. It's a bottle of Captain Nick's shaving soap with a cork in it. It must have fallen from the barber's supplies when the ship wrecked. I can't pull the cork out with my hands. It's a bottle of soothing hand lotion.
You'd best believe in that. That there hand lotion be for the rough, dry skin that can often accompany ship repair.
It's Haggis.
Don't eat the lotion.
Haggis?
Aye.
Mutiny's a big step. Are you sure you won't reconsider?
Aye, lad, we're all agreed. We'd rather feel the spray of detangler in our faces than the spray of the ocean.
Are you sure you don't want to be pirates again?
I wish you would. We'd all rather be cutting hair than cutting throats. Well, except for Bill.
Of course. How are the repairs coming?
Well, lad, things could be worse. There's plenty of lumber on this island, so we'll be able to repair all the major holes in the hull. We'll also be adding a hardwood dance floor on the Lido deck.
Nice.
Hey, it's something we've been talking about for a while.
My, that's a big bottle of lotion you have there.
That's right, she be. And don't you be getting any ideas about stealing it. We're sure to be needing it, you see. Carpentry on this tropical climate can and will prematurely age your skin. 'Tis but one of the many hardships a pirate must face daily during this barbarous age. Aye, and if we pirates didn't carry hand lotion aboard all our ships, we'd probably die from the chafing.
Wow, if I were doing a history report on pirates and I included that fact, I'd get an A+. We're talking guaranteed A+. And that A+ just might get you into the college of your choice. Think about it. There's no way that I can have even a drop of lotion?
Well, maybe we could make a deal. You see, we need to be repairing the ship. She's leaky as a colander. And for some unknown reason, the ship's supplies of tar have been depleted. How the previous crew could set sail without any tar aboard eludes me. But the fact is, unless we get us some tar or something like it, we're doomed to this island for good. Aye, I'd give you the whole bloomin' bottle of lotion if you could find me something to patch the ship so we can be on our way home.
I'll let you get back to work. Elaine looks like she's all right. Hang on, honey. I'm going to get you out of this mess. It's a big egg sitting precariously at the top of that tree. Lost Welshman Ferry Line. Haunted sea cruises and whale watching excursions daily. Boy, it's windy up here. It concentrates the light into a beacon for wayward vessels. Makes a man proud. This is where the lighthouse light would go, if it had one. With all these broken windows, it's no wonder the light blew out. Looks like it was quite a show. Feel the power of the ancient volcano goddess in Griswold Goodsuit presents High Explosive, the most intense showgirl cabaret in the Caribbean. Starring Wilhelmina, Temptress of the Caldera, nightly at 7. Seeing those guys lit up never fails to bring a smile to my face. No.
I feel a dark presence coming over me.
Hi there.
Ah!
Ah, please, keep it down. No screaming. Oh, my head.
Hi, I'm Guybrush. And you would be?
I am Madame Zima, mistress of the ancient arts of precognition and augury, diva of divination.
Cool, you're a fortune teller.
Ah, that and so much more.
Whatever. Tell me my fortune.
I do not think you wish to hear. There are things of which a man is better off being ignorant.
Oh, but I'm already ignorant of so many things. I want to know my future.
No, you are not meant to know.
I bet you just can't do it. That's the problem. You can't do it, and you're afraid everyone will find out you're just a phony.
You know, I could put a curse on you that would make every morsel of food you eat become a ravenous cockroach inside your intestines, giving you the most excruciating death imaginable.
So, are you gonna tell me my fortune or not?
I'm not kidding.
Okay. Do you know anything about the lost ring of Blood Island?
I sense tremendous sorrow in connection with that ring, and a great part missing. A beautiful diamond.
Where's the diamond?
I see a dark cave filled with evil men, and a place of death. A dark island in the form of a giant skull.
What's in the cards for me? Fame? Fortune? Romance?
Ah, very well. We will consult the cards. The process of reading the tarot is a very complex one. Each draw of the cards foretells an upcoming event in your life. When assembled, they will tell the story of your future. A future filled with twists and... Ah!
Good Lord, woman, stop that screaming.
What is it? Is that a good... Ah?
It is death.
Well, in the tarot, death just means change, right? I mean, it's nothing to get worried about, right?
Sure, whatever you say. Now please go.
It says death. I wonder what that signifies. Look! A three-headed monkey!
Ah! Then the prophecies were true. Where? I don't see anything.
Hey, must have run away.
This is a very bad omen.
That fork is stuck in all that congealed cheese. Extended family-size processed cheese food spread. I think this is the stuff they use to make nachos. It's a big whoop souvenir magnet. I can't pick up that entire wheel of cheese. I'm sure it's never... That fork is stuck in all that congealed cheese.
Please, stop touching things. I swear I'll never drink again. Oh, please stop touching things. Stop that racket.
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood and I'm...
Stop yelling.
I wasn't yelling, I was just...
Ah, I've got a terrible hangover. Find something to clear my head and I can talk to you. And keep it down.
It's full of brochures for Big Whoop, the place for pirates and pirates at heart. It says, visit Big Whoop for an eternity of pain and torment. I mean fun and laughter. If you're a pirate with a sturdy skeletal structure and a high threshold for pain, but high threshold for pain is crossed out and replaced with craving for adventure, then Big Whoop is the place for you. Visit Big Whoop. Do it right now. There's no pictures or maps or anything. It just says that it's an awful lot of fun. Honest. It's a shameless ad for grog. More porcelain? When will this nightmare end? I can't pull it in. I can see the hallway. It's a bunch of old portraits of the Van Salad family. It's nailed to the wall. Baron C. Lambert Chowder Good Soup, pioneer of crouton technology. He looks a lot like the guy at the bar. It's locked. Comfy. No time for that now. I've got a fiancé to rescue. It looks out onto the cemetery. No ID, no grog. Just one more example of how the man keeps us down. I'm not gonna carry around that heavy iron pot for no reason. I can't lift a stone barbecue. This barbecue is too cold to cook anything. Blood Island Municipal Housing for the Deceased. It's locked. It says Tex Venture. The Good Soup Family Crypt. It says Tex Venture. It's locked. Miller the Sot. Here lies old Miller. He's far past his prime. He drank some weed killer with a half twist of lime. No. I don't want to haul that around. I'll just use some of the cheese here. This barbecue is too cold to cook anything. Baron C. Lambert Chowder Good Soup, pioneer of crouton technology. He looks a lot like the guy at the bar. I'd better get rid of this incriminating picture frame. What? This is one ugly picture. Looks just like the bartender. This village is deserted. How curious. It's an auger. It's decorative yet functional. It's a hand-carved mask in the likeness of Leroy, god of pudding. It's holding cute little shrunken head brochettes. This lukewarm chafing dish isn't hot enough to melt the cheese. No. Six. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
A pirate, huh? Well, then you must realize the inherent danger in wandering into a village populated by cannibals.
Cannibals?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, it's true. But we are no longer vicious and bloodthirsty cannibals.
No.
No. We underwent a paradigm shift in our belief system several years ago.
Pair of dimes?
We decided we wanted to live a healthy cannibal lifestyle, completely cut back on our fatty missionary intake, and went vegetarian altogether. But there certainly was a time I would have eaten you. Young guy like you, not too much muscle.
Hey!
I'd probably marinate you in white wine for 45 minutes, dip you in a light corn batter, wrap you in banana leaves and bury you in a pit with 100 hot coals, let you roast overnight. Then I'd serve you on a bed of basmati rice with a garnish of shiitake mushrooms and shallots.
But not anymore, right? But not anymore, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
You look familiar somehow.
Perhaps it's because I look like a big lemon.
Oh, yeah. But it's more than that. We've met before. Back on Monkey Island.
Ah, Monkey Island. We had a nice village there. Rent-controlled huts close to the good schools. Those were the salad days, so to speak. Till they put in that darned carnival.
Carnival?
Yes, carnival. Just as soon as they put up the first tent, whoosh! The whole place becomes trendy. Sailors coming in at all times of the night. That awful music droning on and on. And to be honest with you, I think the Midway games are rigged.
Yeah.
At night, it wasn't safe for a cannibal to walk the island alone.
Aren't you afraid the volcano will destroy your village?
The volcano? Oh, no. Mount Acidophilus is completely harmless. We have curried favor with Sherman, the all-powerful god of the volcano.
The god of the volcano likes spicy foods?
Shut up, or I'll eat you.
Okay.
When we first landed on this island, the volcano god was most upset, belching out smoke, vomiting up lava. It was disgusting, really, and potentially hazardous. We knew we had to do something to pacify the volcano god, and we assumed a good sacrifice would do the trick.
A reasonable assumption.
But when we threw the sacrifice into the volcano, Mount Acidophilus erupted violently. We thought Sherman was upset at us, so we started making sacrifices every day. We tried everything. Fish, poultry, livestock, phenylalanine.
The usual.
Then one day, we tried brie. There was a huge eruption that nearly killed us all.
What happened?
Sherman is lactose intolerant.
Ah, it all makes sense now.
Now, Sherman is on a very strict diet. He only gets fresh fruit, vegetables, and of course, soy products for the proteins so important to muscle building.
Stand aside. I mean to visit the volcano.
I'm afraid I cannot allow that. Our ritual offering is about to begin.
Terrific. I'm fascinated by your quaint tribal customs.
Postcards and slides are available in the lobby. Non-cannibals are forbidden from witnessing the actual ceremony.
That's so unfair.
Tell it to the volcano gods. I don't make the rules, you know.
Nice village you have.
Thanks. It's not much, but we call it home. We've been doing our best to capture the classic charm of a headhunter village, while at the same time incorporating all the modern conveniences brought to us by the European explorers. You may have noticed our first state-of-the-art bloodletting clinic, which has been cleverly designed to look like a traditional shaman's hut.
How quaint.
Yes, we think so.
Do you live in fear of the fruit fly menace?
Not since I switched to a malathion-based cologne.
Very alluring.
Thank you.
When does the ceremony begin?
It was supposed to have started half an hour ago. Even now, members of my village are preparing a human-like sacrifice for the volcano god.
Human-like?
Due to the delicate nature of the volcano god's digestion, we can't actually feed him real humans. So we sacrifice a human substitute. It doesn't really taste like a human, but it has a similar texture.
So what's the holdup?
We're still waiting for our featured guest.
Who's your featured guest?
He's an ambassador from one of the other islands. It's all part of a new cannibal outreach program between the villages. Apparently not all villages are as punctual as ours.
I'll help you find him. What does he look like?
I don't know. He should be dressed for the ceremony. And he'd better be a vegetarian. We specifically asked for a vegetarian.
Gotta run. Bye. That looks like a mask. Ick.
Finally, you're here. Come on, we're late for the sacrifice.
God of the volcano who resides in Mount Acidopolis, accept this sacrifice we make unto you. In the form of flesh with high amounts of fiber and wholesome cellulose, free of all fat and trans fatty acids, so that it might nourish you and bring your favor upon our humble village, and not upset nor agitate your ulcerative caldera.
Okay, boys, toss him in. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, and good night. You fool! You've given cheese to a lactose-intolerant volcano god. Do you know what that means? You brought about the coming of the divine dysentery. Run for your lives!
Wow, that was more spectacular than I'd hoped. I guess I'll just drag this down to Haggis now. Here, Haggis. This stuff should work to patch up the ship.
Aye, laddie, indeed it should. The consistency of tar, but with a tangy pepper taste.
So, can I have your lotion now?
Aye, lad. Go ahead and take it.
Let's see if this slippery, greasy lotion does the trick. That should do it. The cursed ring exploded. They won't fly into the jar for no reason. This pie pan won't do any good there. Pirate potables. It's a chili pepper. I only need one. It's locked. I can't hold on with my bare hands. They're spinning around the top of the windmill. It's an open window at the top of the windmill. I can't reach it. I can't shake it hard enough with just... The egg would break when it hit the ground. Okay, fella, this won't hurt a bit. Hey, I guess it didn't hurt a bit. He must be shedding. I'm feeling luckier. Give me another tarot reading.
Luck is not involved here, Guybrush. It is your destiny.
Whatever. Let's see what the cards say this time.
The card says death.
Are you sure you're not dealing from the bottom of the deck?
Remember that curse I told you about?
Okay, okay. Here's some hair of the dog.
Did he bite you?
Well, not really, no.
Ooh, then it doesn't do me much good, does it? Oh, is my head ever ringing?
I found this egg for your hangover remedy.
Shh. Thanks.
think he'd like that. Ow! He bit me! This is some of the hair of the dog that bit me.
Shh. Thanks. That's all the ingredients I need. Let me quietly mix up a dose. Ah, much better. Here, you can take the rest.
What do you know about the lost ring of Blood Island?
Oh, that's a very sad chapter in my family's history. My great-aunt Minnie Stroney Goodsoup was a well-to-do member of Blood Island society. Her one weakness was her romantic nature. She had a thing for pirates, one in particular. He came into port, she fell instantly in love, and they were engaged within the week. Then, on the eve of their wedding, he stole the fantastic Goodsoup diamond from her ring and sold it to smugglers on Skull Island. She wore the empty engagement band on her finger until the day she died, which was not long after. Some say she still haunts the Goodsoup family tomb. It is a sad story, is it not?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat that?
Get lost, Chowderhead.
How can I get out to Skull Island?
Well, there used to be a regular ferry out to Skull Island.
Used to?
One cold night, so the tale goes, the Welshman set out in his dinghy. The deep fog around Skull Isle obscured even the moon, but the Welshman could see the distant light of the Blood Island lighthouse. When he'd rowed half the distance, the light in the lighthouse was mysteriously smashed, and the poor Welshman was lost, almost never to be seen again.
Almost?
Well, there are those who say that late at night, if you stare into the fog long enough, you may see the flying Welshman rowing in his ghostly dinghy, lost for all eternity.
Creepy. I don't believe we've met. Who are you?
I am Griswold, last of the Goodsoups and proprietor of this hotel. You may have heard of us and our soup restaurant resort empire that stretches across the Caribbean.
Well...
This was once our proudest resort, but it lost all its popularity after the regular eruptions of Mount Acidophilus stopped.
The volcano has erupted!
Yes, I know! The Goodsoup empire is saved!
Well, I'm happy for you.
Soon the resort will be flooded with tourists coming to see the volcano, and I can finally put on the show I was working on the last time we had guests.
What show is that?
Voulez-vous vichyssoise? A dramatic musical about a talented young Parisian soup chef who is cruelly taken down by the Paris culinary establishment for her revolutionary ideas about soup preparation.
I'm sure it'll be a big hit. Hypothetically, how would one get into your aunt's tomb?
I suppose you would have to die.
Oh, crud. I'd like a drink, please.
Sure. What will you have?
Give me something to clear my sinuses.
One grog and menthol. Coming right up. Coming right up.
Papa Pichu, here's your glass back.
That jar's for my tips. Put it back.
But I was gonna put a whole lot of money in it. Too much for me to carry around with me. So I'm gonna have to take it with me and fill it up.
Oh, okay then.
That opened it. I'd like a drink, please.
Sure. What will you have?
Give me a big fruity drink with an umbrella in it.
Good choice. It's a delicious taste of the islands, made with lemon, grapefruit, and ground beef.
Hey, don't I get one of those decorative umbrellas to go in my tropical drink?
I don't think we have any. No, I'm wrong. I do have this one.
Ah, Papa Pichu, here's your glass back. I'd like a drink, please.
Here you go, laddie.
That makes the drink oh so much more appealing. It just occurred to me that mixing medicine and alcohol is a really stupid and possibly lethal thing to do. If I were a real person instead of a lovably inept cartoon character with the potential for a few more sequels, I wouldn't even consider it. Skull! That's odd. It's supposed to cause drowsiness. I don't feel the least bit drowsy.
In fact, I feel,
So then the Undertaker says, I wanted to be a pallbearer, but I couldn't stop coughing.
You crack me up, Mort.
So what's with the new guy?
Oh, he's been like that for an hour now. Passed out cold. He'll come around.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I guess that's the end of the game, then.
What with him being the main character and all. Funny. I didn't think you could die in LucasArts adventure games.
Well, maybe they're trying something different.
When I should take care of him?
Would you? It's bad for business, having him just lie there.
Rest in peace and all that.
Hey! I'm not really dead. Oh, come on, cut it out. Yikes. Where's that telltale pounding coming from? It's coming from within one of these coffins. From the dead. The dead that surround me. They must know my horrible secret. They'll never let me rest until I've paid for the wrongs I've committed against. Wait a second. I don't have a horrible secret.
I'm glad to be finally out of that thing, even though it was a spacious, comfortable model with plenty of leg and headroom. Well, hello there. Say, you look familiar.
Yes, well,
Of course! Guybrush Threepwood. You're the one who locked me in there in the first place.
well, you see, I've been meaning to...
No, I won't hear of it. That was the best time of my life. Gave me plenty of time to think, you know? To think about the things that really matter. I don't know if you've considered this, son, but live burials are not an altogether uncommon experience here in the Caribbean.
I wasn't aware of that.
Not to mention pirate raids and deadly sea battles, huge man-eating reptiles, dangerous quicksand pits, trigger-happy duelists, and of course, those pesky undead. Have you ever thought of what would happen to your loved ones should this gruesome fate befall you?
No, but...
Well, of course, you have plenty of time to think about it. Or do you? I'm one of the lucky ones. I've been dead. It's given me a whole new perspective on life. A life that I'm going to devote to making sure people's life insurance needs are met. Here, take one of my business cards I've had made up.
If you've been locked in that coffin, how are you able to have business cards made?
Now's not the time to worry about the technicalities, son. Now's the time to ask yourself, are you covered? Run along now and let me set up my office.
We're trapped in here. The door's locked.
Nonsense! This is one of Stan's cozy crypts, all equipped with a patented secure lock release mechanism. Just jiggle the handle there.
Hi, guys. I guess you'll be wondering how I came to be back from the dead. No questions for the dead guy come back to life? No questions like, is there life after death or is there a heaven? Will there be adequate parking? Fine. Be that way. I wouldn't tell you about the hereafter if you begged me. I thought if I died, I'd be buried with your aunt.
Well, isn't it obvious? You can't be buried in the Good Soup family crypt unless you're a member of the Good Soup family.
A member of the family, huh? Uncle Griswold, it's me! Don't you recognize me?
Recognize you? I've never seen you before in my life. What is your name?
Wonton.
Wonton?
I spent several years in the Orient.
I don't recall having any relatives with that name.
Look at me. Don't I look just like a good soup?
No, you don't look much like a good soup at all. In fact, you look more like one of the Brothschilds. They always did have weak features.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Every day I wander the Good Soup family hall of portraits and give my respects to each of my distinguished ancestors. Every distinguishing feature of the Good Soup family is there in those pictures, and I see nothing in any of those portraits that might remind me of you.
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island. It's the Duchess Cream of Good Soup, of the Noodle Good Soups. It's Count Gazpacho Good Soup, the cold-hearted canning magnet. Minerva Stronheim Good Soup, Baroness of Borscht. Peter and Victoria Soie Good Soup, Marquis and Marquess of Consommé. Peter and Victoria Soie Good Soup, Marquis and Marquess... This is one ugly picture. Looks just like the bartender.
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
You've convinced me. I want to buy some insurance.
A wise choice, and one you won't soon regret. The question isn't whether or not you can afford to buy an insurance policy, it's whether you can afford not to. Speaking of which, can you afford to buy an insurance policy?
Well, how much does it cost?
Oh, that depends on a variety of factors. How much coverage you need, how much you're willing to spend, all sorts of highly complicated sliding scale insurance equations and such. But I won't bore you with all that. Just let me ask you this. How much money do you have?
Well, I've got these wooden nickels.
I see. Maybe I've confused you somewhere along the line. While nothing would please me more to send you out of here, with the peace of mind that your family will be provided for in the unlikely event of your death, I have to run a business here. If you can't at least show me some collateral, I can't give you a policy.
This authentic pirate relic. A genuine tooth from an actual pirate. Only one of its kind.
Is that real gold?
The finest known to man. Not much spit on it either anymore.
Now you're starting to speak my language. All right, let's find a coverage plan that suits your needs. And you can rest assured that you've provided for your family well after your unfortunate departure.
What are the terms of this plan exactly?
It's quite simple, son. When you die, whoever holds that policy gets a lot of money.
A lot of money? Wow.
Wow is right. Now I want you to be careful out there.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
No, I'm serious. I want you to be very, very careful.
Will do. There, I've cut out the face. Canvassy.
Ah, there's nothing like family. No matter what may happen in the topsy-turvy world of the Caribbean resort business, I can always relax in the knowledge that I come from good, wealthy stock. Breeding. That's what's important. Breeding and culture, just like Grandfather Lambert. Breeding, culture, and lots of really old money. It makes a man proud. It's funny. I don't remember Grandfather Lambert as looking so common. Oh, weird. It's like his eyes follow me. Pictures like that really creep me out.
I kind of like it where it is. Look at me. Don't I look just like a good soup?
Now that you mention it, you do bear a slight resemblance to my great-grandfather, C. Lambert Goodsoup.
Clammy? Why, folks back home used to tell me all the time. You're the spitting image of old Chowder Good Soup.
You know, I think you're right. I wonder why I didn't see it before.
I'd like a drink, please.
Right.
This guy's dead again. I'll take care of him.
Welcome back to Mutual.
I'm cashing in the...
But this is you collect.
I'm dead.
Do you have any?
As a matter... No.
Then it appears.
Hi, guys. Hi. Your curiosity is... I could just...
Well, this is... Remember when our family first sailed?
Do I? I still get goosebumps at the...
Ah, yes.
14... 3?
1433.
2?
No. I can't believe someone of the Good Soup bloodline could be so ignorant of our family's heritage.
I could just talk about Good Soup history all day.
I am still not convinced. Every Good Soup is well read on our noble family history. If you knew anything about our family, I might believe you.
I'm off to... Mutual of Stan, because you could die horribly at any moment. It's even laminated. Chapter 2. Leg irons or flogging? The age-old question. It's a picture of the galley of gravy. Oh, it's a gravy boat. It's full of brochures for Big Whoop, the place. It's labeled Good Soup Family Records. I'm sure it's just a bunch of legal stuff I couldn't hope to understand. It's labeled Good Soup Family Records. I'm sure it's just a bunch of legal stuff. I'm sure it's just a bunch of legal stuff I couldn't hope to understand. How's business?
Now that the volcanoes soon accept...
Would you let me into that room?
No, that room must remain...
Tell me that.
My dead great-aunt's fiancé stole the diamond. She wore the engagement band. She remains buried in the Good Soup family.
I could just...
I am still... Every Good Soup is well... If you knew anything about...
I'm off. I don't think he'd like that. My pirate instincts tell me I should keep this to myself. It's one of the guest rooms. It's locked. I guess I'm better at this pirating thing than I thought. It worked. It's so musty that I don't want to open it up. It's so musty that I don't want to open it up. Wow. I'll bet his room charges are pretty hefty by now. I can't reach it. Quaint. I'm sure there's nothing in there except one of those hotel Bibles. Ugh, it's an old-fashioned water carafe. It looks out over the cemetery. Creepy. It won't open. The Murphy bed is slammed up so many times it's made a hole in the wall. I'd rather leave it open. There's a peculiar odor in this hallway.
Welcome back to...
I'm not sure if that's strong enough to hold it. I might need one more nail. There. The bed has been nailed down. That ought to do it. Those nails are in there tough. The Good Soups, A Life in Pictures by M.M. Goodsoup. It's full of all the dates and fun facts you'd ever want to know about the Goodsoup family. And it says I'll receive a new book every month, or cancel with no obligation, and keep my copy of Buccaneers and Bouillabaisse as a free gift. I could just talk about Goodsoup history all day.
How about that first fateful journey made to the Caribbean?
Oh, you mean the one that... Baron Salmon Bisque de Goodsoup began in 1621?
Exactly. He landed on Scab Island with just a spoon and a dream. In just 4 short years, he had formed the largest chain of all-soup restaurants in the Western Hemisphere. By 1635, he had driven the entire Van Salad family out of the Caribbean and had a restaurant empire that spanned the globe.
Actually, the Van Salads were not driven out until 1637, and the Goodsoup chain of restaurants and resorts never did become popular in the South Pacific.
Yes, we are. All right, whatever. Well, son, it looks like you were right. Welcome back to the glorious name of Goodsoup.
I'm, honored.
And as a Goodsoup, you're welcome to every benefit the name provides. Instant prestige around Blood Island, a 10% discount at any of the Goodsoup resorts in the Caribbean, and And, of course, medical, dental, and a 401k. And the best thing of all, if you should happen to drop dead, you will be buried in the extravagant Good Soup family crypt.
It's as if all my dreams have come true. I'd like a drink, please.
Sure, sure. Oh dear, he's had a sudden and completely unexpected relapse of death. And just as we were getting reacquainted, as his kinsman, it is my duty to give him a proper burial. It is my solemn vow. The late lamented Wonton Good Soup shall be buried in the Good Soup family crypt.
All right. Hey, there's a hole in the ceiling of this crypt. I think I might be able to squeeze through. Wow, it's a tunnel that opens on a deep, dark forest. It looks familiar somehow. As if I've seen it in a dream. Or maybe it's... I don't know.